Hi, I'm now going to show you how to look at correspondence in and out for a patient's record. If you have a look up at the tabs up here, there are a few different things to be aware of. There are three tabs which all mean roughly the same sort of thing. There's results, there's letters and documents. And to be quite honest, quite often things are filed inappropriately. So you probably do have to have a look at all three of them. In the results tab, you should find most of the pathology and the radiology for the patient, in this long list through here. So you can certainly have a look back at a lot of those sorts of details. If you have a look at the letters and documents tab, in the letters tab would include a lot of the letters that have gone out. So, if you've printed a letter and given it to the patient, or alternatively sent it via electronic delivery, that will typically show up in the letters. The documents tab includes some of the same sort of information, but often a lot of the things that have been scanned in on directly from paper receipts. So those are the three tabs to look at when you're looking for correspondence. There's also this tab here which says correspondence, but I find that it hasn't been working quite as well as it used to. But it used to be a catch-all for all the results, all the letters, and all the documents. But I have found that quite often there will be a document or a letter that doesn't show up in the correspondence tab. I'm now going to show you how to write a letter for a patient. So if you go to the letters tab, you can right click somewhere and then choose add. And what that'll do is it'll call up the letter writer, where you can write whatever sort of letter that you want, and for that to be stored in the medical record as well. If you go up to file in the top left corner and then choose new, it'll give you a drop down list of all the different sorts of correspondence that you can create. And this includes not just letters from one doctor to another, or or for care plans or whatever, but also includes some documents that we've created that allow you to maybe do a K10 or some sort of other assessment as well. If you have a look there are quite a number of pre-made care plans which are templates that you're certainly free to use. There's a template here for various health. There are templates here for various health checks. We normally write our medical certificates through the letter writer, and referral forms through the letter writer as well. But let's write a referral letter. Scroll down to referral, and you can just choose the one with my name on it, so referral Derek. And what that'll do is it'll call up a list of who you want to send the letter to, whoever that happens to be. So let's choose someone like this person, and it'll populate the letter with whatever details that you want. So it'll give you a drop-down list of various fields that you can complete if you want to, but you can always adjust them later. So you can you can choose opinion and management, or indefinite care, or treatment, or whatever. And then you can put in whatever condition you wanted the patient to be seen for. So you can put shortness of breath. Okay. Then you can adjust the date. This is the letter. you can change the story here, so you can fill out the story with a bit more color. So you could put he has been breathless for 10 days. Although I'm not really sure why one would send someone with breathlessness to a gynecologist, but there you are. You can have a look at some of these details. So there's the medications, there's the past medical history. You can see there are a couple of copies of this, so it's worth cleaning up on the correspondence. So you can maybe remove a row from that table to get rid of the extra entry. Okay, and then you can scroll down and you can see the allergies here, and then just where you sign. I want you to just pay attention to the fields that are being filled out. Your letterhead should look like this, and if it doesn't look like this, I want you to let me know so that I can correct that for you. But there's just a little bit of sort of customization that's required. After creating a letter, what you can do is you can then send it. So you could send it to the printer, so that'll print it out so you can sign it and give it to the patient. Or alternatively, for a number of specialists, you can send it through HealthLink. So what that'll do is it'll send it electronically to whoever you want it to go to, and that's this button here. If you click on that, it'll call up a little dialog box that allows you to then choose who you want to send it to. So if you scroll down to whoever you want, this is very, very clunky and quite difficult. So most doctors will wind up actually just printing it out and giving it to the patient. But if you want to save on use of paper, it's worth being aware of it at any rate. Okay, and then let it go and give it to the patient or give the patient the details on how to contact the specialist. There are a couple of other referrals to be aware of. I mean, you might or might not be aware of a thing called a central referral service, which is the referral service that goes to all the public hospitals. That's Sir Charles Gardner or Royal Perth or Fremantle or Fiona Stanley or Osborne Park. It doesn't include Joondalup. So if you go and open up a new document and then go to the referrals, then you can see different referral forms for the central referral service. So if you want to refer for an adult or to the endoscopy unit or for obs and gynae or pediatrics, these are the referral forms we use. And if you click on that and then fill out all the details that you need to, so this is a drop-down list of the medications. And then all these details. I'm not going to fill out any of that today. Then what you can do then is send it directly to the CRS. And you can send that using the secure messaging service. So click on that, click on the to button, and then choose the CRS or Central Referral Service and click OK. And that will just send it directly there, and they'll send you an acknowledgement for that. So that's how you send a referral to either a private specialist or the Central Referral Service. There are a couple of other little details though on any of these referrals. You might want to then add some other information that's collected from the medical record. And probably the most important information that you might want to add are details of blood tests or radiology, that you might want to just add to the record. So what you could do is you could use this data toolbar. So if you click on this button here in the toolbar at the very top, it'll call up a drop down list of different data fields, and that can include things like a certain list of consultations, or particularly investigation results. So you could click on selected investigation results and then choose an investigation to attach directly to that referral letter. And I find that quite handy.